money and the fear of expenses, the fear of having debt, the fear of spending money. Completely valid point, especially for those who are wanting to go to a private school, a private university. Private universities are considerably much more expensive than a public school. You know, hence the term private, aka more exclusive, which just doesn't really make sense. You know, just because it's more exclusive, it has to be more expensive. I mean, I guess, but I don't know. So some of the questions that I've received about community college transferring is people asking me, oh, I want to transfer to this university, but it's so expensive. You know, my family's financial situation isn't that great right now. You know, I'm just scared that if I work hard and I do get into these universities, but these really expensive universities, I don't know if I can afford them. That is a completely valid point. That actually means that you are somewhat of the more mature type. You are somewhat of the more down to earth and reasonable type of individual, because it shows that you have concern not only for your family and spending money, but for yourself as well. Because, you know, if you take out loans, if you have to borrow money for college, you're gonna be in debt, and debt is not good. Debt is probably the worst thing that you can be in. Because think about it, you know, let's say that you borrowed $50,000 from the bank to buy a car, to buy a BMW, and you know, you take the $50K from the bank and then you buy the car, you buy the Beamer, and you're driving around in your town, you know, flexing to your friends like, oh dude, like I'm driving this BMW. But in reality, you're negative 50,000. You're actually more than negative 50,000, because the bank is asking for interest because they let you borrow the money. So, you know, you're probably negative 55K, and you know, no matter how cool it looks to drive a BMW, I mean, you're just hurting yourself because you're in debt, and debt is not good to be in. However, think about it like this. This is my philosophy on taking out loans, taking out money in order to fund you going to a private university or a public university, or just any university in America where you have to spend money, which is basically every single school. So for me personally, USC tuition as of now is about roughly $70,000 per year. $70,000. You know what you can do with $70,000? And you times that by 4, okay? And you get 280. Yeah, you get 280K. Sorry, my math is not that good, like I said. So you're roughly spending about $300,000 to go to school for 4 years. I mean, obviously, it's not gonna be exactly 300. There may be lower fees depending on, you know, your housing, whether you decide to live on campus, and whether you're not. You get meal plans and whatnot. So there's a lot of variables, but to be safe, worst case scenario, you're paying about $300,000. Dude, you can buy a Lamborghini. You can buy a Ferrari. You can buy 2 Ferraris, maybe if they're used. That's a lot of money. It's very, very difficult for you to pay this. It's not even you, it's gonna be your parents, right? Unless you take out personal loans. It's very difficult to pay this amount of money by yourself. So you have to take out loans. That was the case for me. I took out loans. I'd say about half of my tuition was loans. For me, I was lucky. Since I got a good GPA in community college, I got a half ride, a transfer, some kind of scholarship for transfers, and I got some grant. Because of that, you know, my tuition was greatly reduced, but still I had to take out loans. That's how expensive USC was. That's how expensive colleges in general. You know, obviously I wasn't trying to take out loans. Like I don't want to be in debt, but I had no other choice. You know, it was either I take out loans or I don't go to the school. If I worked hard for 2 years straight and I did get accepted and not go, dude, that's just pointless. You know, why did you go to community college in the first place? It just does not make any sense. So my option was, all right, I'm gonna take out loans. I'm gonna be in debt. I'm actually in debt right now. I'm paying off my loans every single month. It's a decent amount of money, considering that I'm not working a traditional 9 to 5 and I don't have a monthly salary. Hey, it's a lot of money, but I view it like this. I view going to a quality school, a top 25 university, as a long-term investment. When I went to USC and I paid, I didn't pay $300K, but when I paid a lot of money to go there, I made sure that I learned a lot, that I met quality people, that I learned truly valuable knowledge, not school knowledge, not like, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. That's the only biology thing that I know. What I'm trying to say is that I try to learn the most I can about the world, about things that I've witnessed. Like I said, in community college, the quality of the people you meet are not good, okay? They're just not really, I'm not saying everyone is bad, everyone is not of quality, but it's just not, a lot of people you meet aren't really ambitious. I mean, that's just the fact. But when I went to USC, I saw people my age, like kids my age, drive Rolls Royces. Like, you may think I'm lying, you may think I'm exaggerating. I legit saw a Chinese international girl, I think younger than me, and she was driving a Rolls Royce. And I know this for a fact because at USC, this is a little bit of tangent, but at USC, I worked at a this parking gate entrance. So I basically sell parking permits to people who drive into USC with their cars. And one of the students drove in. She asked to buy a permit, which is like $20 or $15. She drove in a Rolls Royce. I was like, damn. And the next semester, I saw her in my business class. And for one of the assignments, there was like a class discussion talking about, what we want to do, our goals and whatnot. And she said that she wanted to take over her dad's company in China. And her dad owned a manufacturing plant. So basically a factory where you produce products. Right now, everything is made in China. These were the type of people that I saw. These were the type of people who were in my class. Truly influential people, truly powerful people. For $300K, I didn't pay $300K, but for this amount of money, I thought it was worth it. Even though I'm in debt, even though I have to pay off money, but that's just temporary. I viewed it as a long-term investment. Going to USC, going to a top-tier college, truly changed my perspective on so many things in life, and so many things, even in my career, like what I want to do. If I graduated from a community college, there's nothing wrong about that, but I would not have been able to see these types of people. It wasn't just her, it was a lot of people like that in different fields, not just in business, but in art, fashion, whatever. You just meet so many diverse and just truly influential and great people. That is the long-term investment that I thought of. Although I'm spending a lot of money to go to USC, I'm gonna lose money, I'm gonna be in debt, the payoff is immense. Not right now, but later in the future, as a long-term thinker and a long-term planner, this will help me greatly in the long run. And I truly still believe that. That's why for you guys, if you're scared to pay money, if you're scared to take out loans, obviously you're gonna be scared. That's normal for you to be scared. If you're not scared, that just does not make any sense. You should be scared. However, consider it as a long-term investment for your future. And your future is pretty important in my opinion, unless you don't really care. But I highly suggest that you should care about your future because it's your life. You should care about your life, right?